Good morning, everyone. This is Royce Miller coming back at you with yet another fast food fave. And today on the docket, we're going back to Slim Chickens. Heck yeah. What has been probably at least a few days for you guys has only been mere moments for me. How long, you may ask? Well, long enough to rinse this out and change it from a novelty dessert container into a novelty cup. Pinky out. Fill our mason jar. You know, the fact that I say that the Slim Chickens guy looks like a mobster, and that I'm using a mason jar, makes me wonder if they're supposed to have like a moonshine, like a bootlegging type feel to them. Lovely. Anyway. And what is the fast food fave of today? It is fried pickles with ranch. So, alright. I used to live near Sioux Falls. And when I lived there back in 2019, there was a radio show. And they would give out prizes. And one of the prizes one time was a free lunch at Slim Chickens and tickets to the water park there, Wild Water West. And all I had to do was call in and answer what movie a quote was from. So I didn't recognize So they played the quote, and I didn't recognize the guy's voice, but I immediately recognized the girl's voice because it was a man talking to a woman. It was ScarJo, and she was talking about picking out a name for herself, and so I immediately clicked, that's got to be her. The movie about the guy who falls in love with Alexa. So I call in, answer right. They asked me if I saw the movie, and I said, no, I just recognized ScarJo's voice. She's got a very iconic voice, weirdly. And so they gave me the free lunch to Slim Chickens, which was just like a two-piece tender meal, and tickets to Wild Water West. I ended up giving the tickets to my uncle to take my my cousins. I don't have any nephews. Unfortunately, most of the grandkids in my family are kind of perma virgins. Except for, weirdly enough, the one of us who's a gamer boy. I'm not even going to get into that, though. So, while I was there, they were advertising their new fried pickles. So I was like, oh, I'll try those because they were only $5. Sadly, this time they were a little more expensive. They jumped up $2 in price, which, thanks, Biden. I'm kidding. It would probably have been that way anyway. Wait, let's Coke dip the ranch. Ooh, it's the good ranch. It's not just the stuff from a bottle. Oh, wait, here, I'll put that back in. We'll try one plain first. I changed the recipe a little bit because the ones I had were really salty. I love fried pickles. It's the only way I'll eat pickles, usually. Either deep fried or in a burger. Not even my Grandma Cindy's delicious sweet dill pickles. Well, sweet and spicy. Um, anyway, it's good. It's really good. And they are still very salty. Honestly, I recommend sharing these. Otherwise, you're going to end up with a kidney stone. That reminds me. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad at Disney World. Scientists used it to test if a person riding a roller coaster could pass a kidney stone because of the roller coaster, and they proved it right. Which is just so funny to me. I already talked so much about Slim Chickens earlier this week. Earlier for you guys. Oh, so salty. Give me a second. Excuse me. Like I said, that's actually not the last time I won stuff from that radio station either. I also won free fireworks from them once, and one of the last things I won, the last thing I won from them was 2 tickets to Wild Water West, which I sold to help accommodate the move back to Iowa. Which sounds a little weird, I know. It really has to be salty to make me drink water. Which, like, again, I do drink water on a regular basis, just not on camera because... I like getting all my water at once, so I stand at the faucet and just gulp, gulp, gulp. Plus, I'm getting full, man. I shouldn't have done this back to back with that chicken fry. This is way better than that chicken fry. And way cheaper, too. Honestly, more filling, even. Get this if you go to Slim Chickens. It'll let you ranch, though. I remember when I first heard about deep fried pickles on the Travel Channel. They were looking at fair food across America. One of them was like deep fried bacon, and they showed a guy who looked like me with a bushy white beard saying, it's not that bad for you. Deep fried bacon dipped in ranch. Pretty sure that was a scare tactic for kids like me. And it didn't work. God, that's wretched. It's really good, but it's so salty. It reminds me of when I had that sinus infection last December. Couldn't taste anything. And all I could taste from that stupid Willy Wonka burger was the salt. Veruca salt didn't even have the blueberry that the... Sorry. The way I whip my head back and forth is just my way of stifling a hiccup. Veruca salt didn't even have the bubble gum that was based on. That was Violet Beauregard. Dear Miss Violet Beauregard, chewing all day long. I hate that movie. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Willy Wonka has a lot of problems with it, mostly from Roald Dahl himself. But that's water. The version with Gene Wilder is good in spite of that. The version with Johnny Depp is just wretched. Anyway, y'all have a good one. This is Royce Miller. I gotta go let a dog out. I'm outie.